And we got Cody Rhodes versus the swaggerless one, Solo Sikoa.
Bro.
Now, James, this is 2 years in a row that this family has sent somebody sorry out there to main event against the world champion. When will they stop?
Oh, bro, never. Wait till next year, bro. They are so far in on these Floridian Panhandle Floridian Samoans that they out here grabbing motherfuckers from a different island now to do a storyline as far as who's the real bloodline.
They put Zilla Fatu in the stands and they have fans saying, "Yeah, they're gonna bring him in next." This guy, we don't even know if he's trained.
Rich, did Roman Reigns' shirt say OTC?
It did.
Does that stand for official or original tribal chief?
Yes, the lady made it very clear after the show. That's what it stood for.
Who would buy that shirt?
I think it's gonna go because I kind of activated the Bloodline Defense Squad on Twitter. I had a viral tweet, James. 1.2 million impressions, 18,000 likes. It was crazy. I activated them, but they tried to ratio me. They couldn't. I had way more, positive impressions than anything. They showed Jacob Fatu. It was like a finishing sequence he gave Johnny Gargano. I was like, oh, I forgot what I said. I was like, it used to take a shotgun to beat Gargano or whatever, essentially.
Yeah.
And then I left it there, right?
Right. That's what okay, so that's people that okay, so that tweet's not even that tweet's now okay. That tweet is an observation. That's not an insult or a slight to either one. If anything, and if it was a slight to anything, it'd be the part where like, hey, Johnny Gargano, you've been nerfed, buddy.
But I got so many replies from people just like, this is what do you mean? This is a shotgun. This is Jacob Fox. I'm like, bro, I didn't necessarily even, bro. I could even make the argument. I didn't even know it was Jacob Fatu in the ring with him. I was just looking at him just like losing, essentially like that. But they're like,
who cares who it is? It's fake. And when it was fake 5 years ago, Johnny Gargano will kick out of it.
I was like, bro, people were listening to all Jacob Fatu's height and weight and all this shit. And people talking about they hate me for making that post. I was like, yo, y'all have gone too far.
You know how big Keith Lee is? He's bigger than Jacob Fatu.
Bro, I somehow like took a side swipe at Johnny Gargano and kind of like the fall of him, so to say, right? And then I activated the Bloodline Defense Squad, which was amazing. That's why the tweet was actually good.
Media literacy, man.
Yeah, so let's get to Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. His family keeps sending people in back-to-back Summerslams to shit the bed, to work the crowd into silence, to come out here and just steal main events. Literally, steal stadium main events. That's what they doing out here. This guy looked like, when I think of like the prototype of wrestler that Solo Sikoa is, right? I feel like there are different versions of this, right? Like there's Evil. And I know people be like, Evil's way fucking better than Solo Sikoa. They serve the same function. Like Nasco Tora. Like, it's like all these fucking shitters, essentially, that come out here and intentionally drag it down.
I will say this. I get what you're saying as far as the function they serve. I'm not exactly sure that Solo Sikoa is aware of what he's trying or what his intentions are. He's so fucking green that he's like Nasco Tora Evil. You go out there, you cheat or whatever else. You have people use interference, whatever else. You do. You're supposed to be You're not supposed to be fun to watch because you want babyface to cheer for you. I'm not sure Solo Sikoa knows he's supposed to be doing any of that. I think he's just out there and he's a charisma vacuum.
Yeah, man. This was
Think of who his brothers are. Think of who his dad is. Think of who he's related to. Genetics, I'm sorry. Charisma is not genetic. It is. Otherwise, it would have rubbed off on this dude.
This was a way, way, way worse version of what they tried to do at WrestleMania 40. This was a Royal Rumble gauntlet. There were at least 8 men involved in this. The Bloodline Rules match, Cody Rhodes is the master of them. This is such as Hangman Page in a Texas death match. Cody Rhodes, the ruler of the Bloodline Rules match. Apparently.
Like the part where you can make that comparison to the match because they're both Bloodline Rules match, and I had to like go back in my mind and be like, wait, what match? And I had to think about it because that match is so superior in every single detail, every single moment, every single maneuver compared to this match. And it's like, you're right. This was basically the template of it, but it's the quality of it is so vast, and like I forgot that they were the same match.
Yes, this is like the
until you run. I was like, wait, holy shit, this is the same match.
It is so much version. Like,
this is embarrassing.
This
is embarrassing.
It was like as wide as the gap is from Roman Reigns to Solo Sikoa is the gap of that match at WrestleMania 40 to this one.
Bro, forget that. The gap in quality of this match, like the difference between like we already talking about Gargano and Ciampa. Gargano and Ciampa in New Orleans and Gargano and Ciampa in the dark in the PC.
One final beat?
Yes. That's like, bro, what is this shit?
Yeah.
What? Why did Cody agree to this? Why didn't Cody say, fuck no, he's not a main eventer?
Right. Like, where's the Cody stroke at? Like, they were pulling out The Rock and they were pulling out Cena and The Undertaker. Who'd they pull out? They had Randy Orton take a brisk jog to the ring. And then Kevin Owens. And
Kevin Owens also took a brisk jog to the ring.
Yeah, and Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu.
I want to know, why is it that Jacob Fatu, his mouth is never closed? His mouth is always open. It looked like he's go back and watch. He was out there for like, I don't know, 7 minutes. His mouth is never closed. He's always making this expression like he's about to yell or he's mad or angry. Like
So we got a point from Sue Williams. He says, remember when Bret Hart pitched a fit when Shawn Michaels was going to give the 1, 2, 3 kid a title shot, and Roman's out here getting these Bozo Stadium main events.
Yeah.
We can see who's moving the needle.
Yeah.
The Factory of Sadness was alive and well for 20 minutes on Sunday. Yeah, man. This was shameful.
They did not give a fuck about this match, this main event, until the run-in started happening.
This was a WCW match. Like, this was
NWO era? NWO Nitro?
This was Nitro. It was all right, who's coming out next?
Yep. And then all the bullshit, like, happened for 2 cells or actually hurts his leg or whatever else off the splash. And then, like, he's off the table. And then the match gets back in the ring. And, like, the crowd dies back down. And then there's a double, everybody's on the floor. And all of a sudden, like, the Roman music goes off and people lose their fucking minds. They lose their fucking minds. They came out their seats. They had a religious experience because the tribal chief decided to show up for the first time to work in 4 fucking months. And he shows up. He takes his sweet ass time walking down to that ring because people are like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna get vengeance on Cody, or is he gonna get vengeance on his cousin that took his fucking LLC and his trademarks while he was gone? What do you think? He's gonna fight. He's gonna fuck up his cousin. Let's try to steal his trap. He's out here on the street selling red magic. It was blue magic before. Yeah, he hits the Superman punch Spears and get the hell out of there. And then Cody, hits the crossroads and gets out of there. Bro, that's another part about it. Cody hit Solo with a crossroads and he kicked out. They were trying to give him stuff. He's cooked, man. Solo Sikoa fucking sucks. Get him off my TV screen. In fact, no, keep him on TV screen. The TV screen should be what is it? UPN? Where is NXT going?
It used to be called UPN. It's a CW.
CW? Send his ass to CW. That's the TV he needs to be on. CW. You skip steps. You cut corners in the process.
They had to.
This is why you end up with main events that shit the bread like this, and the third biggest show of your year. Get it out of here.
They had to have Roman Reigns use his finish to beat this mid-level guy for Cody Rhodes. We should be asking about this and why they're doing this.
I don't think of it that way because there was so much interference in the match. Cody clearly had him beat at multiple times and without the match. So if you want to say that, sure, but like in the context of the actual match, like if anything, Roman evened the odds after like the Samoans cheated their ass off for the 59th time of the last 2 years.
Jacob Fatu did a big splash, and so I'm convinced this is a work. Because something like went off in my head that I didn't think at the time. Very good job selling by him because I had to consider
he had to be off the table so that he didn't interfere with when Roman shows up. Yeah.
No one threw up the X or anything like that. So like, and I think he even committed to the bit while someone called him wearing a walking boot after. So like, good on him. But
when that actual WWE camera on him, that mouth is open. When he took that picture, his mouth was closed. But when he's out there in front of the audience, that mouth is open. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know. Like, bro, I started being like, it made me think of Ming. I don't know why. I don't know. It was like it just like why is his mouth always
wrong,
open for 8 minutes? What's going on?
Wrong family tree there. That's the other one. Like
I know that's the other island. I know that, but maybe he like was watching him or something. And he's like, this is my thing, so I can look. They should have put Jacob 2 in the fucking match. He should have been the main event.
I agree. That
hell. I mean, not hell. Like definitely. Tom was better than him too. Way better than him.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Like, look, most like when we Observer or next February, he's getting votes for. Solo's definitely getting votes for most overpushed.
Oh yeah.
Just because it is. Just because it is one match.
Yeah. Wow, Tonga better than wow, Tama Tonga or Solo Sikoa. Boy, that's a good battle of trash right there, boy.
Wait, what's the question?
Tonga Loa versus Solo Sikoa. I've
seen Tama Tonga have a good singles match before. I have
Tonga Loa.
Yeah. I've seen. Okay,
a man who has botched every maneuver that he's done since
he botched in this match. He's supposed to lift up Cody from the corner. He hit him, put him in the ropes like 3 feet to the right. Yeah. Look, man, I don't know the answer to that. Hopefully, we never find out.
Yeah. SummerSlam.
You put 3 years down the line, 2 years down the line. SmackDown Raw, Solo Sikoa versus Tonga Loa. Tell you this right now.
I won't be reviewing it.
Y'all better make sure that Inoki is in that casket and that skeleton won't get out there with that scarf around his neck. They're gonna stop that fucking match, throw a chair by the ring. Just ring the fucking bell, get it out of here. Yeah. This is a New Japan Pro Wrestling. I don't speak English. I'm skin and bones. I'm stopping this match. I don't give a fuck. Get out of here.
So I guess the golden question, James, is this main event better than Undertaker versus Undertaker?
Oh my god, I'm not rewatching to find out. You tell me, Rich.
Is it better than Lex Yoko?
I'm not watching none of this stuff to give an answer on that. It's up to you.
There's no way this is better than Lex Yoko, even with the count out. I'll take Lex Yoko before this.
All right. I'm not arguing one or the other. I'm not doing it. I'm just not going to go through my mind to go through the worst matches in SummerSlam main event history to be like, this is ranked the 5th worst.
All right. You saw one last year. Last year's match or this one? They setting Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns up.
I think this one was worse. What do you think?
They had the Usos explode in that one. This is bad too, though, man. God damn. Because, like, not only, well, they're both weaker versions of matches that we saw before, right?
Yeah.
However, at least, Jay, maybe you thought it could be good, maybe?
Yes.
We all knew Solo Sikoa was going to be trash.
The crowd did bite on the Uso splash was going to get the 3 like it did in that tag match. The crowd did buy that after seeing that finish that they built towards the build to that a couple weeks before then.
I'll go with this one. I'll
As
go
worse
with this
or
one
better?
being worse. I'll go with this one being worse.
Yeah, I think it's worse too. I mean, it's also more frustrating because, like, at least Jay's an all-time tag wrestler. This motherfuckers prove nothing in pro wrestling other than being related to the Usos in Roman Reigns. This motherfucker continuously proves that he is a nepotism hire.
And
what has he added to pro wrestling?
There's more on deck.
No, Rich, what value has he provided to pro wrestling other than be a fucking body to interfere?
He is the person who finally allowed Roman Reigns to turn babyface.
Yeah, because we couldn't have done that. We definitely couldn't have done that with Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. Oh no, definitely not. Could have done that with better fucking wrestlers. Absolutely not. There's got to be someone related to them. Even though that family tree is fugazi.
Yes.
Whatever. Whatever.
What an awful show. What a representation of trash. Way to go, Paul Levesque, who walked out there first to get the first pop. Of course, a man who has to be glued down, to his seat. I noticed he didn't come out after the show.
Rich. Here's the thing. You put out that show. Look, that show's put together, right? That show's put together. He's like, I gotta do something to get the crowd happy. Hit my music. Come out there, and also, another thing we talked about. He did the soundbite. Welcome to SummerSlam. They're erasing this Vince McMahon. Welcome to WrestleMania. Wrestling to these events out of the soundboard. They're getting rid of it. They're replacing it with Stephanie. They're replacing it with Triple H. They're scrubbing the history of Vince McMahon.
It was nice. They're
scrubbing the ground with that man. Get all the shit out of there.
It was nice to see Stephanie McMahon show up, and presumably to sign her divorce
Corporate
papers.
officer number 3.
Corporate officer number 3 possibly signed the divorce papers. I don't know. What's all there, but she was clapping and they cleared all the rows out around her. We didn't want nobody close to Stephanie McMahon at all. But yeah, man. This is a really bad show, and
this is a bad show.
I think people carrying the water for this shit, like, this is disgusting. This might be your sorriest work yet, because we ain't got to lie, Craig. We ain't got to lie.
The wrestling on this show was crummy. The storylines and the payoffs and the things that will hold their TV down on going to the fall season, I think for the most part they all worked. So that is worth saying, hey, these storylines going forward have life to them, and they changed 4 or 5 titles, whatever. Like, it's a newsworthy show because of the angles and the titles changing. The wrestling on this show was crummy, unequivocally, undeniably, undisputedly bad wrestling night. It was. If you were this was not for the ballers. This is not for. Look, there was only one match you can even say someone may have dropped 40. Only one match.
Jan, so you've said something